Agriculture in Review, a program of news events of the past week of interest to ranchers and farmers, prepared by the South Dakota Farmers Union. In Washington, D.C., testimony strongly supporting passage of legislation continuing and making permanent the food stamp program has been presented to the Senate Agricultural Committee by Angus McDonald, National Farmers Union Associate Director of Legislative Services. McDonald noted how the program is, quote, entirely consistent with the long-time objectives of Farmers Union. We desire, he said, first of all, through our policies and activities, to improve the income of farm people. The food stamp program is complementary to such programs. The opportunity of every citizen to obtain sufficient food for bodily health is not only fundamental to the objectives of National Farmers Union, but to the objectives of the government itself. It is necessary for the functioning of democracy and for the health of the economy. Despite the fact that the national income of our country is at an all-time high and a sizable dent has been made in the number of those unemployed, there are still millions of our citizens who are at or near the starvation level, McDonald noted. The nation is being deprived of the benefits of their labor, as well as weakened because able-bodied citizens must add the burden of supporting the unemployed and those unable to work, McDonald said. It should be emphasized that a good deal of the poverty-stricken condition of our citizens is due to conditions beyond their own control, and consequently is a primary responsibility of government, McDonald said. However, to be realistic, it seems that no matter how prosperous the bulk of the population is, there will always be among us the old, the infirm, and the sick, who need the helping hand of their fellow citizens. The food stamp plan, it seems to us, goes to the root of the problem. Again in Washington, beef has been added to the list of U.S. commodities which foreign dollars can buy for soft currencies, soft meaning not convertible to dollars, or under long-term loan arrangements, Senator George McGovern announced on the basis of advice from Secretary of Agriculture Freeman. McGovern proposed in a letter to the Department of Agriculture on May 5th that cows and cow meat be exported under aid programs to adjust excessive breeding cow numbers. Replying to McGovern, Secretary Freeman described the U.S. commercial export effort and said, I am happy to report also that as proposed by you, we have added beef to the commodities eligible under Public Law 480. A number of sales agreements under Titles 1 and 4, which are now in various stages of development, are expected to include beef. Freeman continued, in our commercial export promotion drive, some of the prospective foreign buyers are looking at cows and breeding stock. We hope that sales will result. I am in full agreement with you that from the standpoint of total and potential cattle population, we have too many breeding cows and should get the number down. In St. Paul, Minnesota, the Farmers Union Central Exchange is now distributing the largest patronage refund in its 33-year history, $9,365,000. Tom H. Steichen, general manager, said the refund is being shared by 850 Farmers Union member cooperatives from Lake Michigan to the Pacific Ocean. 20% is being returned in cash, he said. 10% is being put in reserves as required by Minnesota law, and the remaining 70% is being distributed in patronage refund stock. Steichen said that the member cooperatives have saved $108.8 million by trading with the Farmers Union Central Exchange during its lifetime, and that $36.6 million of this has been returned in cash. That's all for this week on Agriculture in Review, prepared by the South Dakota Farmers Union. Tune in again next week, won't you?